welcome to another episode of Dressing Room Gossip. Today we're with a couple of St. Peter's lads. We've got Tom Dawson, Dan Garton and Sparkie. How are we doing, boys?
Yeah, not too bad, Dan. Thanks for having us.
Yeah, thanks for having us on. We're missing
may as well say it as well. Thanks for having us, Dan.
Yeah. I was going to ask that, Dan, as well. How much were you disappointed by the announcement yesterday about football?
Yeah, I think collectively we're all gutted. Obviously it's probably the right decision. It's a sensible decision. But I think for us as a club, it's probably come at the worst time possible. We're just getting into our stride. We've got to think of things around a little bit, and we're on a good run at the moment. So yeah, a little bit gutted, but unfortunately that's where we're at as an island, and it probably was a sensible decision. But hopefully we can hit the ground running on the 9th of January again.
The first question is, who is the biggest joker in the squad?
There's a few that will want to throw their hat in for that, isn't there?
Right, definitely.
I think the young boys will reckon it's them, but I don't think it is. I'd probably go El Pool or someone. El Pool. Yeah.
No.
El Pool's quite funny to laugh at, isn't it?
Yeah, fair.
I laugh at.
I think Sparkie probably throw himself in the mix, wouldn't you?
I would throw myself in the mix, to be honest.
Yeah, he was waiting for us to say it, Dawes.
I didn't want to.
I know.
There you go. I don't have to say anything. Then.
Yeah, I'd stick Sparkie in the mix. Joker's a tough one, I think.
Because the young boys think they're funny, but
yeah, they have their own little clan. Like it's Toby Richmond, James Carn, Seoul. They just think they're hilarious. But
I'd probably throw it to Giggsy if anybody.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah, I'd probably.
He'll love that as well. He'll love that.
Yeah. We'll go collectively Giggsy on that one. James Carr.
Who is the biggest leader in the squad?
Sparkie's going to stay really quiet on this one, isn't he? He's open. To be fair, Sparkie, we do miss him when he's not there. He does get the boys going. So I'd go Sparkie. Liam Spencer. He's a good leader as well. But I'd probably say Sparkie on that one.
Yeah. I think Sparkie's he's the obvious one. But there are a few boys. Grant Urban's a good example. He trains really well. He's a very good talker on the pitch. He gets the boys going in training. He's quite a level-headed, sensible guy. I think Grant's a really good leader. But yeah, Sparkie's your obvious one. Spence does a good job deputising for Sparkie when he's not about, trying to get the boys going and so on. But there's a few lads that I'd say that probably try and lead by example as well.
Collectively as a group, I think it's really good. But I think they're right there with Grant and Spence, definitely.
Yeah, and then Sparkie would be the main one.
Seoul's had a few good team talks before the game, hasn't he, as well? He's had a few good ones.
Yeah,
not for me, lad.
Bless him. Poor Seoul. He tries to get the boys going, but he can't get the words up.
He can spell his own name.
Who's got the worst dress sense?
Where do we start? There's so many to pick from.
For me, has to be Giggsy, James Clark.
Yeah, I'd second that. I
don't know where he gets his clothes from. That, you wouldn't see me in the street with them clothes.
Yeah. But then you've also got Sol Solomon rocking up to a social in his mum's Burberry poncho. That was pretty shocking.
That's true. It was a Mexican night and he came as a cowboy. That's good.
Yeah. You got Teabag, El Pool.
El Pool.
We have to throw Calvin Weir in the mix, surely.
Oh yeah.
He's got some.
Be nice to Calvin. That's not nice.
Calvin would hate that, but he's got to be there. And there's obviously one that, I mean, we've got to chuck Hugo in there. I mean, I've just seen he's got his own branded socks.
Hey.
Yeah, I've seen it. I'm gonna have to find it, lads.
That's shocking.
Ready for this?
As you can see, collectively, damn, they're not the best dressed team in the world.
No.
Look at this. Oh, HP7.
Oh no.
His own sock, lads. Sorry, Hugo, but I've had that prime for you.
Who we going with then? Who we going?
Giggsy.
James Carr for me. Giggsy.
Yeah, go on, Giggsy. I'd second that. There's a few shockers, but yeah.
Giggsy has taken a few teams so far. Who's the biggest moaner?
I'm going to let Dawson start with this one because he's where the brunt of a lot of the moaning.
Be careful, Dawson. Be very careful.
I'm the brunt of a bit of the moaning, but all constructive always, obviously. But I'd probably throw El Paul loves the moan. Calvin on the pitch, off the pitch, nicest bloke. On the pitch, does like a moan. Sparkie, sometimes you can be a bit moany. But yeah, those three maybe. Calv, El Paul, and Sparkie. I don't know what you think from the sidelines, guards, but from on the pitch, probably those three.
Yeah, no, I'd do that, but I'm gonna have to throw someone on the bus here that's just a recent moaner. Toby Richmond has got me in there these days.
Toby the last couple of weeks,
he's come back from university. I think he's been playing for like an academy or something, but he's come back and he's
moaning
very moaning metal. But I think I'd agree with that. I think Sparkie, I'd have to chuck you in the mix there, but you do love a moan, but usually it's
I'll have to hold my hands up and say I'm probably the biggest moaner, like high expectations and all that.
Yeah.
But sometimes it does need to be said, so we can't fault him for that one.
Yeah, fair enough.
Who is the slowest?
I'm
gonna have to throw someone under the bus, like you say.
Yeah,
it has to be Spence.
Yeah, I'm seconding that. Spence. Got a ping on him.
I feel like Spence is the easy target though, isn't he? But unfortunately,
he recovers well with how he reads the game.
Yeah.
You're welcome, Spence.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think if there's any other ones.
I would actually chuck Brad Rowland in the mix as well.
Yeah.
I've actually never seen him run, so I can't.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's true. Yeah.
You haven't been at training when he fancies himself as a wing back.
Yeah,
he does. I wouldn't. Hey, if I was there, I wouldn't let that happen.
He's gagging to get out of goal regularly. Thinks he's a striker or wing back or something like that, but he is slow. But yeah,
collectively, that has to be Spence, I'm afraid.
Yeah.
Sorry, Spence.
Yeah. I'd agree.
Spence. Get out running that. Get them hamstrings stretched.
And to the other extreme, who is the fastest?
Not on it. You mean on the island or just in our team?
I've got to be in the mix.
No, surely Sammy Luce and then me. Like surely.
Nah,
I'm deceptively fast, mate.
Sam Luce is God. Sam Luce is a freak. Like anyone that knows Sam
flying machine.
He's so rapid.
The pace that he sprints and the amount that he sprints is ridiculous.
If the boy could cross the ball, he'd be playing on the Prem.
Yeah. The guy got megged and then managed to run round the guy, like get round the other side of the ball and get the ball back after being turned the wrong way. It's just silly fast.
Yeah.
Honestly, when I'm playing, I just get the ball and kick it to the corner.
Yeah, it's a get out of jail free card. You just lump it into the corner, we'll get there.
Yeah, Sam's rapid. I think Sam would be the obvious one, but other ones, I'm trying to think who else is quick, really. McCaff's quick. Paul Haffey's quick when he gets going.
Yeah, he is.
He's always
faster than McCaff's the same.
He's always injured though, Sparkie, so we don't see it very often.
I'll tell you who will be putting his name in the hat. Campbell. No chance.
Campbell?
No way.
He thinks he's fast.
I thought Campbell would just be behind Spencer in the last one.
Ooh.
Tough. He won't like that.
Part of me wants to say Seoul, but I don't want to say Seoul. So
Seoul doesn't run. Just walks about.
Yeah.
I think we'll have to go collectively Sam Luce on that one.
How have we not gone with Sol Solomon for the Moaner?
Oh yes.
Because there's a few to come for him, I think.
Yeah.
True. Yeah, we'll let him off.
We can whack that in there now, but yeah, Sol Solomon likes a moan.
Yeah, he does. Toys out the pram.
He's easy to forget, to be fair.
Yeah.
Who is always late?
Okay.
Marky's looking the other way. Look at it.
To be fair, last few weeks I have been lit.
Captain leads by example.
Yeah,
I'm definitely in the mix for that one.
El Paul again.
Had to take an overdraft out for the amount of fines he's been late.
To be fair, I've been lit a few times, but El Pool has to be the worst. Like,
yeah.
Elvin Weir on match day, always at least 10 minutes lit.
Yeah. El Pool's definitely in the mix, 100%. He was one I had in mind. What about you, Dawes?
No, Dawson's there early. He's sitting with El. Just sitting there.
Sparkie, El. I'm trying to think who's always on the fine list.
I think that's it. Everyone's pretty good, to be honest. Pretty keen bunch.
I think it's between me and El Pool, to be fair.
Yeah, Sparkie's usually got an excuse that he's working late or working hard. Apparently,
us teachers are flat out at the moment.
It didn't take him long.
I had to mention it, didn't he?
I'm just waiting for the next bit, the teacher of the year.
You said it, not me.
Yeah, good.
Next question. Who's the dressing room DJ?
Oh, there's a few.
Is there actually? I think it's just El Pool. Is it El Pool?
Yeah, El Pool. El Pool does it. Soul does it.
You do it, don't you?
I've done it a couple. But I get booed off because my music tastes all over the shop. But nah, El Pool. Soul only plays rap. So that doesn't go down with too many people like yourself, Gart. But yeah, El Pool and Soul, they're the main ones that do it.
I stay away from it. Like, I don't think Westlife and Boyzone will go down well. Boys, like.
Sparkie, you just do you.
That's me. I just do my team talks.
I mean, I'll be honest. I'm not DJing change rooms, but I try and take over a little bit of the Clubhouse. So I do wear quite a bit of stick, even though I spent hours of my sad life putting playlists together for the boys.
That led to a few people leaving early your playlist, though, didn't it?
Yeah.
That's the game we lost. Do you remember that?
What's that?
Your playlist, we lost that game, I think.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, that sounds about right. But yeah, I'd say Dawson, Soul, and El would be the three, I think.
That'd be the three.
Who's the most skillful?
You keep talking about the boy, like. But this
so
has to be Soul.
Yeah, Soul is very, very skillful. James Carr, we give a bit of positive. He is skillful.
I just give him a positive note on there, Giggsy.
He's Calv's class at his feet as well. But for me, I know we keep talking about it, but it's got to be Soul. I remember that run he had against St Clements the other week in the cup, where he megged about 3 people in a row cutting across the pitch. It was just, he's good with his feet, that's sure.
That's an easy one, to be fair. It has to be Soul.
Yeah, it has to be Soul. We just wish he'd take a few more shots in the box.
Score a few more goals, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Who's the teacher's pet?
Ooh, that's an interesting one. I'll leave that one to you boys before I have my opinion.
I don't think that's an interesting one. I'd say Jay Newson and Tom Dawson, definitely.
You put me in there, would you?
El Powell's got 2 pockets, one for each of them.
I'd throw Spence in there. I think.
I don't know. There's a bit of tough loving at the minute. Spence likes a moan, like.
Yeah, that's true. That's because I don't moan. So that's the only reason you're saying I'm a teacher's pet.
You can't moan at him, do you know what I mean? Because if you moan at him, you won't get a game.
I honestly think Sparkie's hit the nail on the head. I mean, Tom Dawson is the teacher's pet 100%. Look at him. He's the golden night bullet.
I shouted Tom Dawson or I shouted Jay. I get told. Just say it.
Jay has to go into that one as well.
Yeah. I shouted at Jay the other night and he was standing behind Elliot Powell.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't cower back to them. I'll take the moaning. I don't mind it.
That's because you know your manager's going to have your back.
You're not salty about it at all, are you?
I'm here to answer truthfully.
Quick question on the manager. How good has he been this season coming in and taking over? How good has he been?
To be fair, coming in, we needed a fresh start from last year. I think because the first season that the Bulls started up, everything was starting afresh. There was a big mix on players within the squad. So this year it's been a good fresh start. We brought fresh faces in. And Dan and El have been both really good in terms of building a good atmosphere around the club. Sessions have been really good, high intensity. They've set high expectations. And to be honest, now I know we had a bit of a bad spell there, but I think they've built something really good, and it's going to end up being a lot better as we go along.
Yeah. One thing I'd say as well, obviously, I've come in this year having been away at uni and different clubs and that, and I think the environment around the club, like everyone wants to get down to the socials, everyone wants to stick around and have a beer after the game, and I just think that kind of camaraderie is really nice, and I think Garts and El have been a big part of that. So I think as well as yes, we're building a good football team, we're playing better football, we're getting more results. I think off the pitch as well, they've been a great help as well.
How much are you enjoying it, Garts, being at Peters?
Yeah, I'm loving it. I'm absolutely loving it. As Sparkie alluded to there, we did have, a couple of months that was tough. But I think that you have to go through those times to appreciate the good times and when things do get better. And I think the weird thing is I don't regret that. I think that's actually built us closer as a collective group. We've learned a lot about each other and so on. We've all made mistakes. We're all learning constantly. And it's great. Like the group that we've got now, we've got probably a 25-man first team squad, and everyone's fighting for spaces. Even in those, tough periods, everyone was training hard. The numbers were great. The commitment's always been there, and there's no mass egos. Everyone gets on with it, and it's great. So it's good. It's just, as I alluded to at the start, it's a shame that we've actually stopped now, because we're actually probably got past that point, and things are starting to click into place. But hopefully, boys keep themselves fit over Christmas, and we can come back stronger in January. But yeah, no,
you've been practicing these questions, Garts. Are you reading off them or something?
Oh, it just comes.
To see him trying to do a team talk.
Harry Kane like.
One more question on the questions. For you, who is the best player?
To be fair,
Garts has got to answer that one, surely.
Yeah, I think for me personally, I think everyone knows Seoul's abilities and how good he is and so on, and how he can turn a game and win a game for you. However, I wouldn't actually go Seoul on the basis that I'm actually going to go for someone that I think is criminally underrated, and that is Sean Lambert. I didn't know much about Lammy pre this season, start of last season. I didn't know anything about him, to be honest. But he's absolutely brilliant what he does. He sits in front of the back four, or he can play in the back four himself. Reads the game phenomenally, gets touches in, wins the ball, plays a simple pass, carries on going, and he's a solid 9, 10 out of 10 every game, I think would be fair to say. And the performances that he's played, it's got us going, it's got us ticking. I don't know what you boys think, but he is criminally underrated in my opinion.
Yeah,
I think you've just answered that perfectly. Like Seoul, we all know how good Seoul is. But to be fair, our team as well, we've got some really good players in it. Kelvin Weir up there for me.
Yeah.
Lammy, the boy can play anywhere. Right foot, left foot, good in the air, reads the game really well. And then off the pitch as well, he's a lovely lad as well. So for me, definitely, I give Sean Lambert. That's the top three for me.
Yeah, I'd completely echo that. I think obviously I've played with Sean for a while, having been at St Peter's together when we were younger, and he never used to be all that, to be honest. And like last few years, he's turned into this play, as you can say, he can play anywhere. Yeah, he's called the octopus in training, and he's so annoying to play in training because you just can't get the ball past him.
Doesn't it? It's big,
yeah.
big legs.
And as I said, Seoul and Calv, both class players. And then you've got Sparkie, just brings something different. He's loud on the pitch, battles in those nasty games. You want someone like Sparkie in the middle of the pitch. So I've got to give you a mention, Sparks, as well. But yeah, Sol, Calvin and Lammy, they're good players. Yeah.
Yeah, I think as well, it's actually a very tough question because within the group there's actually so many good players. It's so hard to pick, a 15, never mind an 11 these days. I'm not going to mention all the names, but just looking at the squad, there's so many talented footballers and good players and good blokes. So it's actually a really hard question.
The young boys as well coming back. You've got the likes of Ratima and James Kiar all coming back. Like really
good. Yeah.
So Ben Laristel as well coming back. There's loads of boys on there at the minute fighting for spots. So every training session's high intensity. Boys are fighting for that place in the team. So it gives George and El a bit of a headache. But to be fair, that's the kind of environment you want to be in when it comes to football.
Yeah.
I think you want to be going to training sessions and working hard, fighting for places. Because at the end of the day, you want to be on the pitch on that Saturday.
Yeah. Definitely.
For
sure. Cheers, lads. That's everything. Thank you for doing it.
Yeah, cheers for having us on, Dan.
Cheers, thank you.
Dawson, you can ring El now and tell him it all went well.
Hey, cheers, Dan.
Right, cheers, Dan.
Thank you.
Mate.
Cheers.
Bye.